Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight; it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're gonna do it again, and hopefully we're gonna entertain the people.
Did you see what Floyd said? I think he's saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight. Okay. Yeah, because I know he said.
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather. Come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Shit, your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day.
You see somebody like Floyd Mayweather, that's the oldest trick in the book, y'all. Y'all know. When y'all see somebody flogging money everywhere, they got this, they got that, they got this. Was it Gervonta Davis? Tank told us 2 years ago that the reason they held Floyd Mayweather, you can put it back on the screen, captain, in Dubai is because he had owed them money and they wouldn't release him until he announced the fight to give them their money back. You know they do that over there in Dubai, right? You ain't going nowhere if you owe a debt. He was trapped over there for almost 2 months, according to Gervonta. They shared the same manager, Al Layman, who collected money in cash.
And by the way, there's an update right now posted on Inside the Ring show that the camp of Team Pacquiao, which I expected, would say that this is a pro fight. That's not the biggest problem that I see right now. It is not. So if you think about this really, an announcement was made. Pacquiao says it on social media and on interviews. Then suddenly Floyd Mayweather says something different. This is something to be worried about.
The boxing world is growing frustrated with the ongoing drama, as Floyd Mayweather Jr. appears to be stepping away from potential rematch and leaning towards safer exhibition bouts instead. Critics argue this decision avoids the risk of facing a determined Manny Pacquiao again, especially with his perfect 50-0 record on the line. For many fans, it feels like more than just a missed mega fight. It comes across as disappointing and has sparked strong reactions across the boxing community.
So everyone get it?
Yeah, first of all, you know, back to you at Sphere. What part did being at the Sphere kind of play you taking that fight?
Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight; it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're gonna do it again, and hopefully we're gonna entertain the people.
Right. And as far as that, you know, what's it gonna be like fighting him again? You know, like 11 years later now?
It's just, you know, like I never really took any abuse, you know, in the sport of boxing. You know, still extremely healthy, I work out every day. And, you know, I got an exhibition with Mike Tyson also, another exhibition in Greece. So if I'm just sitting at home and I'm just working out every day, spending time with my grandson and spending time with my children, I said, why not go out, have a little fun, entertain, and put on some exhibitions. And so that's what I'm doing.
The situation between the two camps has completely broken down, with Manny Pacquiao taking a firm stand and refusing to participate in what he sees as a glorified exhibition. Instead, he's pushing for a fully sanctioned fight with official judges, and a result that counts on both fighters' records. What makes it more intense is that reports suggest the existing paperwork may actually support his position, adding even more pressure to the standoff.
Manny, by chance, did you see what Floyd said? I think he's saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight. Okay. Yeah, because I know he said
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
Is Spear still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean,
Okay, so it's still happening then.
he has to remember that.
But it's still on? It's still happening?
Oh yeah, we did sign the contract already, so there's no reason why,
Why wouldn't?
why wouldn't they?
Yeah. All right. Look good. You look already in shape. What adjustments do you think you're gonna make for the rematch? Adjustments compared to the first fight.
I have the improved and better strategy compared to the last one.
I know it's something you've been wanting for a very long time. I know you felt that that first fight wasn't, the best of you, right?
Yeah. This time, no excuse.
Reports from insiders like Mike Coppinger suggest that a legally binding contract for a professional fight has already been signed, which makes the situation even more confusing. With a major platform like Netflix reportedly making a global announcement, it doesn't seem like speculation. So the sudden shift from the other side has left the boxing world questioning what's really going on behind scenes.
Yeah, Max, so Mayweather threw some cold water on any excitement for the fight with Manny Pacquiao in September when last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the Sphere. So earlier this morning, I spoke to Jazz Mather, who is the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and he said it is absolutely a real fight. There's a signed contract. Mayweather signed it. It's in there. That it's a real fight that'll count on their records, and it's going to be at the Sphere. So I'm not sure what Floyd is talking about. I don't know if Floyd got bad advice, but he's contracted, so it would be a breach if not. I don't see him turning down a major payday over this, but it will bear watching. And also, I'm told that further to that, Pacquiao has no interest in this if it's not a real fight.
Many are questioning the real motive behind turning what could be a major professional fight into a simple exhibition. Analysts, including Max Kellerman, suggest the issue may come down to realities of age, as Floyd Mayweather Jr. approaches 50 and the body no longer performs the way it once did. There's a strong belief that protecting an undefeated 50-0 record plays a big role, especially against a motivated Manny Pacquiao, who still feels he deserved a better outcome in their 2015 fight. From this perspective, a real bout carries genuine risk, while an exhibition offers a safer way to stay active and earn money, without putting that legacy on the line.
It happened after its expiration date. We will never have the actual answer. You and I might agree, Mayweather was too long, too good a boxer, naturally bigger guy and better defense. But we will never actually know the answer to that question because we never got to see it 5 years earlier. Now, Shady makes the point, Malik, that this is not like Crawford-Canelo, and it's not. But it's also not exactly like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
It's nowhere near
that
stuff.
So what is it? What are we? Because Netflix doesn't seem to care if this is more of kind of a carnival or an exhibition, or if it's like the greatest, biggest fight in the world. What they're looking for are eyeballs, right? Where does this fall? Mayweather and Pacquiao on the most legitimate Crawford-Canelo side of the spectrum, or the kind of sideshow Jake Paul, Mike Tyson side of the spectrum?
To piggyback off of what Shady was saying, I actually believe people will feed into it heavy because we're talking about two of the elites of all time. They both are extremely technically sound. They both are known for what they have done in the ring. Obviously, Mayweather got the huge promotion market behind him. So does Pacquiao. I just think it does numbers, and I also would be like a huge fan of it. I think the way how Floyd is looking lately, whether it's in the gym and the way how Pacquiao has been looking in his last fight, I'm really into the fight if they're going to do it again, especially if it's going to be on the best stage in the world, the ring, the Netflix, and the same type of numbers.
The controversy isn't limited to just the two fighters. Former rivals are jumping into the situation as well. Oscar de la Hoya added fuel to the fire with a viral rant, openly criticizing the sudden change in direction and calling it weak behavior. He even pointed to his own past experience, claiming something similar happened to him, where retirement was announced to avoid a rematch obligation, only for a comeback to happen right after the clause expired.
Yo, what's up, guys? I wasn't going to do a clapback, but all the news on Mayweather, Pacquiao, potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Shit, your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous fucking man. I can fucking take on King Kong if I want and beat his ass. Shit, I'll even fight Jake Paul. Let's go.
This harsh public criticism only added more fuel to the controversy, with figures like Oscar de la Hoya portraying Floyd Mayweather Jr. as someone who carefully avoids risky situations when conditions don't fully favor him. It pushes a narrative among critics that his decisions have often been calculated to protect his position rather than take on every possible challenge.
People want to know, how do you beat Manny Pacquiao on the second go around?
We both winners, because it's an exhibition, so we're both winners. I mean, we just want to go out there and entertain the people and put on a good show.
The situation is now raising a bigger, uncomfortable question across the sports world: whether Floyd Mayweather Jr. might be facing financial pressure despite his long image of extreme wealth. Critics point to the sudden push for multiple exhibition bouts, including unusual matchups and global appearances, as a possible sign of urgency rather than celebration. Ideas like facing different types of opponents or even talk around names like Mike Tyson don't look like a relaxed victory lap to some observers, but more like an aggressive attempt to generate quick income. While these claims remain speculative, the pattern has fueled a narrative that what appears on the surface may not fully reflect the reality behind the scenes.
What's going on? Hey, I mean, it's unfortunate that it's come to what it's come to. Obviously, when we first heard about him having a 3-fight deal, we understood why he's having a 3-fight deal. I gave my name to people that he could have fought, that could have helped him if he was in financial crisis and needed to recoup some of that money back. And Manny Pacquiao was one of the names. It's crazy that it's even got to this point. I don't even know what to think about it at this point. Obviously, signing multiple deals and getting in advance and having them pay you ahead of the fight. I mean, like, is that normal? Does that happen?
I mean, you. Nah. Hey, yeah. Ocho, I've known players that they burn through their money. They take out an advance on next year's salary.
Nah.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Wait, bring that. Hold on. Time out. Bring that back to me one more time.
I've seen guys. I know guys. I'm never gonna put their business out there. That go through the money that they made in 25, that they got to take an advance out on 26 salary. Yes.
Man, I hope ain't none of this true, man. I know they're pretty much quotes, but I hope Floyd ain't in that predicament, bro.
I hope so too, Joe.
The situation is now escalating beyond the ring, with reports suggesting that behind the scenes, serious financial and legal tensions are building around Floyd Mayweather Jr. There are claims that a large advance tied to a professional fight may have already been taken, which could create major legal complications if the agreed terms aren't fulfilled. From the opposing side, the pressure is clear. Either go through with a fully sanctioned bout as originally planned, or risk facing legal consequences for breach of contract. The core issue is simple. You can't accept money for a major professional event and then shift it into a lighter exhibition format. With both sides standing firm, the dispute is reportedly nearing a boiling point, and legal teams could be preparing for a serious battle if no resolution is reached.